E-Block Radio presents Beyond the Bleachers. And for your starting lineup, coming in at wingman number 1, it's Jay Lou. At wingman number 2, we got my man, you. And now, at point guard, driving to the lane and making the dish, it's the hostess with the mostest, Monique.
What up, dude?
What's up?
What's good?
Hey, fellas.
Shut up.
Miss Passing the dish. Last week, me and Jay had to make our own damn plays. We had to make our own plays to the hoop.
Didn't we discuss LeBron and taking breaks? Didn't we discuss that? I'm just saying. Sometimes the breaks got him break.
Straight up, though. Straight up, all jokes aside, we did miss you last week, though, Mo. How was your weekend, man?
That boycott stuff, man.
We about to start off with that. How was your weekend, damn it?
Oh, shucks. Nah, it was good. You know what I'm saying? What did I do? I don't think I really did too much. Went to a friend's house. I grilled me some oxtails.
Yeah, I seen that. That looks delicious.
That's it. I ain't do much.
Greedy ass. Always eating.
I went to the Renaissance Festival yesterday.
Damn.
How was it? I heard those were pretty cool.
They are so fun. Like, oh my goodness. It's just dirty because you're outside in the dirt and stuff. But other than that, it's pretty fun. I stood in line for like 45 minutes to get a turkey leg.
I know them boys.
Hey, that's just so sad. But then I wanted, like, they had these bread bowls with like cream, like broccoli and cheese soup in it. So I finally get one because everybody kept running out of the bread bowl. Finally get there, and they didn't went cheap on it. They only like scooped out just a little bit to put a little bit of soup in there. I was like, why am I touching the bread all red? I was mad. I was like, see, don't blame me and my food, man. You got me walking around this place looking for this, and this is what you gonna do? But other than that, it was really cool. It's really, I suggest everybody go. It's a really fun experience to have. So
what is it? The fair? The fair?
It's the Renaissance Festival, where they have like all the medieval stuff there. Like you can see people jousting.
Okay.
And yeah, you gotta get there early enough. We got there a little late. We usually get there late. I'm gonna go earlier in the year next time. It starts in August.
Where's it
at? In Holly, Michigan. Dthe.
Okay.
And not too far from 75.
Okay.
Yeah, it's cool though. Like my brother started taking my son, then my friends started taking me, and now the husband go. We bring the stepdaughter, the nieces. I'm trying to get all my friends. Come on, black people. Renaissance Festival is fun. Like, you know. Anyway, I suggest you guys go next year. Take your daughter. Your daughter would like it.
I know she would. That's why I was like, oh snap! Shit, my nerdy ass will like it.
Look, they had a Game of Thrones like stand thing where they had a sword, a throne of swords. Like from Game of like in the room, it had like the Lannister poster, the Stark, just all around the room, the flags for all different families. Yeah, it was sweet, man. So I say go. You see a lot of interesting stuff, a lot of interesting people, a lot of these ladies that need to keep their stomachs covered up because it's looking like the cream puff marshmallow man. They just need to stop it. Makes me angry. But, I mean, it's fun. You know, just laugh at them, that's all. I got some pictures I'm going to post to the book. But it was really cool. So how was your weekend, Houston? You made me feel so special.
Man, I was just lazy, straight lazy. And we was on a bye, so I ain't really too much of a damn about nothing on Saturday. Just ran a few errands. And since we was on a bye, it gave me a chance to do a lot of stuff, like grabbed them a little groceries and everything. And then I just hung out at the crib, hooked up a couple people, put a couple of bills on the fire stick for a couple of my boys, and kind of laid low and didn't do too much of nothing Sunday. Just made my dinner early and got the chance to watch Sunday football.
Okay. Jay, the weekend.
It was very tired. Still dealing with taking care of my girl. My daughter's homecoming was this weekend. I was working all weekend. Like, I'm usually off on the weekend, but I worked Saturday night and yesterday night. So I only slept for about 3 hours today total. So yeah, I'm kind of tired right now. It's just been a busy, just the whole month of September has been the whole back part of the month. You know what I'm saying? Been kind of hectic as hell. But I've been getting through it though. I've been finding little nuggets here and there to kind of that stands out that I'm like, shit, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I'm straight. Whatever. So I can't really complain. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it is what it is. But I will say this: last week when we were doing the show, just like you said, Monique, we missed you. You can't be missing.
I'm not.
Goddamn week.
I be telling you, it's not my fault.
Let me tell you.
I got to run my house.
I usually
anyway.
Listen. Before we got you on the show to be the host, and moderator. Listen,
okay.
before. Actually, I'm trying to flatter you. I'm trying to flatter you, actually. Before we got you on the show to be host, I was feeling like, what I'm saying, yeah, I'm doing a pretty good job and whatever, but it was always tough for me. Like, it was hard. Like, it's tiring sometimes. So once we got you on the show, it made the show that much easier for you and I. I mean, I know I speak for you, too. I mean, it makes it easier. It makes it fun, stuff like that. So when you're not here now, it shows. Like, we struggle. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to say you're an asset to us, honey. So
man,
stop missing time.
Oh man.
Job.
You know I'm sorry, Jay. Don't be doing this to me. I don't want to be the girl on the show crying. Like, no, I don't do that. But I wanted to say something too. Like, last weekend, I had my little birthday thing. Bowling was so fun. I strongly recommend anybody to go bowling. It's in Hamtramck, and what it is you got bowling pins on both sides, and you got to knock down your opponent's bowling pins to win, but you're doing it with a football. Oh, my God, $10. Oh, my God, it was oh, my God. My hair split it out, but I didn't even care. It was so fun.
I was looking forward to that, too, but then, when I got the call from my family, man, it kicked me in the face like a bag of bricks. You know how I knew something was up that day, and I knew it was an important day of my life, and I couldn't wrap around it. Then when they sent me the picture of my dad holding me when I was a baby, I almost lost it, man. That was right there. That hit me, and I was like, no. Me hanging with the family made me feel a little better because they all was checking up on me because I was real tight with them, So, yeah, it was like, yeah, that was rough. That was my dad's birthday. He died last year, December the 2nd. And I wasn't paying no attention to that day, but, yeah, that was his birthday. And that was the picture I got, was the picture of him holding me when I was a kid. My sister Veronica sent it to me. And he was like, Dad's birthday, happy birthday, Pop. You'll never be forgotten. And when I saw it, it was just, yeah, that day ended up being pretty rough for him.
Oh, man, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I definitely forgot, but just wanted to wish you well that day. I don't know if you got my text or not.
Yeah.
I definitely wanted to wish you well.
That's the funny thing, because it came, I got a new phone, but your text didn't come through on my new phone. It came through on my old phone.
Okay.
I say, all right, well, this is weird. This is some freaky shit. But, yeah, so we do definitely need to get together and go forward, Jay, when your girl get better and, all that stuff. We can go out there and I can kick y'all ass. And that, so you understand who the bestest is. But anyway, y'all, we had a great show. I can pop off this evening. Welcome back to E Block and Beyond the Bleacherz with Dave, Mo, and Hugh. We'll talk about basketball, but it's about to start back, so I guess it's time. So we're going to talk about Dthe going to Cleveland for a year, $2.3 million. Russell Westbrooks, $205 million contract. And will he live up to this? College sports and the FBI scandal that's going on with the rivalry and all that over a few schools, especially Louisville. We're going to talk about Louisville coach Rick Pitino, how he was fired. Was it justified? And should he get another coaching job considering all of this stuff that's happening? Also, sticking with college, the college athletes get paid. I say no. Education is payment enough. But hey, we're going to discuss that later. Also, our rivalry game better in college or the pros? I don't know, because I like a good Michigan State game, and I like a good Lions-Green Bay game. So, and game of the week, Michigan versus State, who wins? We all know. Go Blue. Well, they better anyway. Right. And then we're going to talk about week 4 of NFL. Woo-hoo. The reviews and player of the week. And we're going to talk about that little punk-ass hit. Helmet to helmet. Danny Trevathan, whatever his name is. Trevathan. Danny, the helmet man. Davante Adams of the Green Bay Packers. See, that's what happens. That's why the Bears don't have no fans. They just got to be dirty. Y'all already gonna lose. You came into this game knowing you was gonna lose, and this is what you want to do. Okay. Anyway, my bad. You don't mess with the Green Bay Packers. That's not what you're gonna do. But let's get into this show. So D-Wade has decided he got bought out. He lost $8 to $10 million of his millions he had in with the Bulls. Now he's going to join his boo thing, LaBrenda. And hopefully, he's trying to see what he could do with Cleveland. I don't really think it's gonna help. But what's your take on it, Jay?
Well, as a whole, I think it was a good move for him to go to Cleveland and play with LeBron. They're known friends. They were very close when they were in Miami together. They were the ones to actually get the whole Big Three thing together, with LeBron, Wade, and Bosh. They recruited Chris Bosh. So it was pretty much a no-brainer once he got the buyout over in Chicago. It was pretty much a no-brainer for him to go to Cleveland and try to get another run at the championship with LeBron. But, like you just said, Monique, it's not going to make a difference. Cleveland are a little bit deeper, and they could probably run through the East with ease now, with pretty much ease. Boston will probably get them a little wavering, a little, thump here and there, but they, it's not going to happen. Cleveland will be in the finals again this year with Golden State. But But yeah, and then get a talent like Wade. I mean, people don't know he averaged 18.3 points a game last year. You know what I'm saying, with the Bulls. So, I mean, he still got a little something left in the tank. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he get up there at 8, but, you know, he got a little something left in the tank where he could get up some good quality men. So, this is a good signing by Cleveland and by Wade.
All right. Hugh?
I think it was a good move, definitely from the Eastern Conference standpoint. It's not really no competition over there. I always been yelling for Boston to like make it a heavier move. With Kyrie and Hayward's going to be great, you know, but it kind of hurt Boston when Jay Crowder last year. He went over there too to Cleveland because he's a hell of a defender. That's why I definitely think now that Ryan Shepard's going to be gone. They really don't need him. They really don't need JR. Now, behind the switch when it comes to D. Wade, but I feel like what they're going to do is they're going to probably keep them to be as far as deep as depth. That's what Jay was coming from when he just mentioned what he said. It's going to help them out as far as the depth part. And I just feel like it's good for the East, kind of give them a chance to rest a little bit more. But at the end of the day, all the competition is still over there when it comes to whoever wins in the East, whoever they have to play in the West, you know, because the West definitely bulked up, man. And I definitely feel like now there's going to be a little competition over there, but the East is going to be pretty much like already determined. I feel like if they had one trick up their sleeve, I would do whatever I could right now. Whatever draft picks or whatnot they had left, I would try to go after Boogie Cousins because that's the only thing they're missing over there in Boston is a true big who can clog up the middle and stop them guys from doing all that running in the lanes and going up for layups and basically because they got bullied last year. You know, they need that general in the middle who will stop some of that heavy traffic.
Okay. So, you know, we talked about it a few times on the show about the laziness of the Cleveland players. And, and you know, not lazy. They're not lazy. But, you know, all the breaks they take is, I don't want to play today. No, Daddy. I don't want to go outside. You know, so do you think that D. Wade has become a lazy player like that he, you know, or he trying to prove that he still got it?
No, most definitely he gonna chill because he's the oldest.
He got
it. Didn't the NBA pass that rule too?
Yeah, you're right. I know Adam Silver was definitely trying to, you know, push that right now for them guys not to be driving and, you know.
Yeah, I just thought about that. They said he passed a rule like they can only sit for home games. Like if they want to sit, they have to sit for a home game or whatever. So, you know, that's kind of going to cut it out because the fans will give them shit. You know what I'm saying, for not playing or whatever. You know what I'm saying. That's why they mostly do it on the road because they don't care about the road fans. But that will be in effect this year. I know next year they made changes with the draft lottery, but this year they've enforced the rule about sitting out uninjured players.
That should be. And another question.
That's been passed.
Another question. Cleveland has gotten players that are not in the best of shape currently. You know, like Isaiah Thomas and Wade even. Do you think that that these players will make it through the season without their injuries flaring up and stuff? Jay?
Well, when it comes to Isaiah Thomas, he's not slated to come back until, like, they said anywhere from January. January is the earliest. Then they said if they have a setback, it'll be after the All-Star break. So he's not slated to come back. You just say worst-case scenario, February. Then you got Derrick Rose. His knees couldn't go out at any damn time. You know what I'm saying? Dwayne Wade got bad knees as well. You know what I'm saying? People don't know by the way he plays. You know what I'm saying? Then they have the, alternative medicines and shit like that. So Dwayne Wade's knees are jacked up. They're bone on bone, pretty much. So, I think Isaiah Thomas is going to be an issue because it's hard. It's going to be hard for him to work himself into the team concept like that when you've been out all the way until February. And what if Cleveland gets in the groove? They're going to have to incorporate him into the lineup then.
Right.
So they're going to be messing up any type of chemistry that they have created throughout those months when he wasn't there. Same thing with Derrick Rose. You know what I'm saying? How many minutes can he really give you? And effective minutes. So who knows? I mean, they look deep on paper, but when it comes down to actually playing the game, it may be a whole different dynamic. And I don't see them. Yeah, I don't see them messing with a Golden State team. Like, I just don't see it. I don't see it.
What's up, you?
Yeah, it's gonna be rough because my man, Derrick Rose is accident waiting to happen. That's what nicknames to be Derrick ACL tear Rose. That ACL just to be his middle name because it goes together like peanut butter jelly with this bro. But D Wade, as he got older, plus think about it, he got more playoff minutes and minutes period than most of them did because even though he might not went as far as of late with his team than LeBron did, but he was always in the playoffs and he started before LeBron and he had knee injuries and he had problems then from getting hurt. I think he got hurt with us the same time, too, on the year when we went to the championship back-to-back. He got hurt that year as well, put him out, and that's when all his knee injuries, his knee problems were happening. So, he has problems, too, and Isaiah, I believe the way he played and how small he is definitely play a factor because Allen Iverson was like 6 feet, and he was always getting founded and fouled a lot. But just imagine a dude that's like 5'6", 5'7", constantly getting pounded, going to the rim. And, he got hurt real bad last year, and that's why he had a setback. Him being a smaller player, playing that aggressive, too, that's going to definitely wear and tear on him. But then, LeBron have his minor injuries during the year. So, that's going to really hurt them a lot, too, from the injury standpoint. But at the same time, them resting, probably help them out a little bit. But
they really gonna be resting
part of the game.
They all crippled and old. They were like, we need the senior. They need to change the rule for the senior players because we old and we hurt. Well, good luck, Cleveland, and your geriatric team. Anyway, let's talk about 2017 NBA MVP. Best dressed. Resembling a praying mantis. Mr. Russell Westbrooks has just extended his contract for $205 million.
Damn.
I hope he can find pants that fit and that go all the way down to his ankles now. That would be really nice for him. I really hope that's what he do with some of this. He could take $200 and get some pants that'll be long enough. But anyway, let's talk about Russell and his contract, Jack. Oh, and will he live up to his contract? Jack?
See, here's the thing, y'all. Now, everybody knows I'm an OKC fan. Been an OKC fan since I want to say 2012, something like. Well, no, the year before, 2 years before they went to the final. So 2010. I've been a fan since then. I'm a big Russell Westbrook fan. I love his tenacity, the way he plays the game. He's very old school, competitive as hell. I think he deserves the money. I really do. I think he deserves it. He's one of the few players in the league with a Steph Curry, him, Kevin Durant. You know what I'm saying? Even though he turned, you know what I'm saying, he turned it down so he can win more championships. He makes a little bit more money off the court than he do on. LeBron James, players like that, you know what I'm saying, deserve a lot of money. But Russell really deserves it. But here's the thing. What if Paul George resigns? And what if Carmelo Anthony resigns? I think that's going to create a dynamic for Russell Westbrook that may be kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? It may mess with his, I'm trying to find a word. I want to say his production, but he's going to have to find a way to coexist with those guys. Because all of them are ball dominant, if you think about it. Paul George is ball dominant, which he can play off the ball, though. Paul George can play off the ball. He's proven that he can play off the ball. He don't actually have to have the ball in his hand. But Russ does, and so does Carmelo. So the same thing I was telling everybody, I said, yeah, the Thunder look like a threat on paper, but we all know how Russell Westbrook plays. Now, I was telling people, I said, what if they're in the Western Conference Finals with Golden State and Steph Curry hits the three-pointer in his face? I said, what is Russell Westbrook going to do? You think he's going to come down and want to pick and roll with Carmelo? No, he getting the ball and he beelining right down the court and trying to dunk on Steph Curry and the whole Golden State team. Like, that type of stuff messes with the dynamic of everything. So I think him, if he can find a way to coexist with Paul George and Carmelo Anthony, if they re-sign, then I'll say he'll live up to it. But me knowing how Russell Westbrook mentality is, I think his production will go down if they stay. And I think he'll end up not living up to the contract. I don't think they'll be able to coexist. I really don't. I don't think they're going to be able to, unless they get the right coach over there. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about winning the championship. I want to see OKC win the title. And I just don't see that unless they get the right coach over there to balance that team out and have them play to each other's strength and get a system over there where everything can come easy to everybody. So, unless that happens, nah. It's going to be hell over there.
You? What you think?
It's going to help them this year, I believe, due to the fact that now he don't have to really do as much as he had to do before in years past because he has to do everything. I mean, damn, when you score 40 or 50 points and still losing games and your guys on the team is not filling out their role, like Oladipo, he wasn't doing much, and Cantor, a lot of the guys who are on the team that he's supposed to distribute the ball to and share possessions with wasn't really there, so he had to play. I was sick of the fact that the one time I was hearing rumors that Oladipo checked him about, hey man, you got a team out there, you see us on the court with you, man, and if you think you could do it by yourself, next time you go out there by yourself. That was one of the arguments they said that he had with Westbrook. But it's like when you guys had the chance of using the spotlight, y'all felt miserable. So I believe right now with the team around him is going to help him out a lot. he don't have to do as much work. It'll take a lot of the load off of him. Now, he wouldn't have to get all those crazy stats to get as an MVP. It made it easy for him when you don't have nobody around you. Now you got guys like Melo and you have Paul George around you. The problem's going to be this, I believe, in the long run. When it comes to Paul George and Russell Westbrook, I think that they will coexist. But Carmelo, that's where I believe the problem is. Yeah, because I just want to know how he's going to fit in. That's the isolation king. You know, he'll get the ball and it'll be a John play, and he'll iso your ass. So I don't think it's going to work with him. He's the reason why I think a lot of this stuff is not going to work. You know, so that's why I was thinking that. I was shaking my head like, damn, Melo, man, I think he's going to change. I just don't see it in him. It's like, you know, once the ball hard and once the person who's all about him, I think always going to be about him. So, yeah, that's why I think it's going to disrupt him, man. I think he will do great with these guys if they can coexist, and it'll definitely help as far as him as a player and his growth, because he would have the talent around him now. But I just feel it's just something about it. It's telling me that Carmelo is not going to exist with them. I think that I would be happy if he do, you know, because he didn't have nobody over there neither in New York. You know, it was him and Porzingis, you know. Wasn't really that many people over there. And he had to take on a lighter role because of Porzingis, you know. But, yeah, I definitely think now in this situation he got the talent around him. So he's going to have to get a line or he's going to have to leave. I don't even think he has a huge contract neither, or he's not going to be there long, you know. And then, like Dre said, if they resign, all of them resign, I think it'll be a problem, because if they do exist this year, I think it won't work out for another year. I think that it's the pick of combine waiting to happen.
Well, I don't know anything about OKC. I just know Westbrook. I don't know. I think his wife is his beard and he likes wearing dresses. I don't know. But I hope he lives up to his contract. You know. Yeah. But I don't know what to say about it. Like I don't know. But lately, over the past few years, there's been an investigation into a few schools that, like bribery and, you know, pay to play, that coaches and assistant coaches would pay kids to come to their school, or Adidas was paying kids to go to Adidas school so that they can help them, you know, get better looks from the pros. Louisville came under because a freshman named Brian, something. Sorry, I hear the going slow. But they said his tuition is fully paid, and that's all because of these drivers. So, first, I want to talk about what you guys think about this whole scandal, and because it reminds me of the thing that was the tampering and stuff that they just got the Lakers for. And we're going to talk about the coach, Rick Pitino, who is no stranger to scandal. He's had an extortion case. Somebody said he raped her and got her pregnant, all this other stuff. So, you know, let's get to the scandal. What do you guys think about this whole? I mean, because we know what happened. I mean, Jay, you was an athlete. You know that is people you probably played with was getting paid to be there. Their mama got a new house, so they got them a new little escort or something. You know, so what you think about this whole scandal and the coach, just Louisville as a whole, like.
Well, I was texting Hugh before, you know, we started the show, whatever. He sent me the crying Jordan face on the Rick Pitino head or whatever. so I was telling him, I said, I'm about to go off on this because this is one of those things that it's almost taboo to talk about because everybody tries to ignore it. You understand what I'm saying? Like, people know it's like Q was saying, everybody knows it was there. It's been there for years. But nobody said anything about it. Like, it just got swept under the fucking rug. And I think what happened really was when about a year or so ago, it was probably a year or two, with the whole thing with Louisville and the prostitution scandal or whatever, they was paying girls to have sex with some of the recruits and stuff like that. Throwing these parties, these wild parties, that type of stuff.
That's so funny.
Right. So the whole thing is Rick Pitino was like, I didn't know anything about this. Like, that's the worst thing to say to me. That's the worst thing to say because you're the head of the program. You're the head coach. So you're supposed to know damn near everything that comes through your doors, through your program, the person you recruit, you're supposed to background check, everything. You're supposed to know everything. And the coaches knowing now how to recruit these kids now, back in the day, a lot of kids were poor. They were from the ghetto. They didn't have, barely eating, parents barely working, everything. So their vice back then was money. Money, job for my mom or dad, house, that type of stuff, pay to play. Now, the motivation now is women. Women is the motivation. Women, partying. I'm pretty sure there's drugs there, alcohol, all that type of stuff. So to say as a head of a program, I didn't know. That's why his ass got fired for mainly trying to be, just, I don't know about the whole thing. Being stupid, trying to act like his eyes was closed or whatever, and it must have been happening behind my back. Like, shut up, Rick Pitino. Like, you used to do the same shit when you was at Kentucky. You know what I'm saying? Getting them players like that. Or, I told you, I texted out to you guys, 90%, I guarantee you, they do an investigation. 90% of coaches, basketball and football mainly, pay players money, and they make sure they have the best time of their lives sexually, drug, all that stuff, when they come up to campus and visit, so they can recruit them to go there. That's why you have great programs and these kids going to these programs and stuff like that or whatever, because a kid is not just going to sit up there, oh, well, hey, they got a good, academic program, and, the lunchrooms is nice. I like the library, and this is why I want to go. No. They're going to the school to play sports for one. Mainly. That's their main goal, even going to college, is going to play sports and get notoriety because you're going to be on TV and stuff like that. And number two, they're going to have a good time. And then they're getting taken care of. They're getting paid under the table. They're getting a little checks here and there. They don't have to worry about food, none of that stuff, none of that. They're good. So, like I said, it's been going on for years. I think it started coming out in the open to the point where everybody was going to have to, like everybody was about to get busted, and they had this big sting to, I guess, put everybody focused on just that. You know what I'm saying? The Rick Pitino thing, and these other coaches that really don't mean shit to nobody getting investigated or whatever. So everybody, shows like outside the lines and stuff like that won't be like, well, how often does this happen? They need to investigate other schools too. Like, so yeah, that's how I feel about that mainly. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel about that. And I feel like the firing of Rick Pitino was justified. I feel like he should never coach again because he an idiot for one. For two, he let this crap go on. You know what I'm saying? Right under his nose. And for three, for the simple fact that, you know what I'm saying, you just, yeah, he's an idiot. Simple as that. He shouldn't coach no more. He shouldn't be ahead of no program, man. Yeah. So that's all I got to say about that. It made my head hurt.
How you feel about all this? The scandal, the coach is firing, justified. Should he coach again?
Not at all. For one, that name Pitino makes him sound like he's a mafia dude. It seems like he got a lot of pull. He got in trouble.
I'm telling you.
He got the hell out of Dodge, went to Boston, didn't do anything with Boston. Or he felt like it was safe, he went right back. And he went to Louisville because by that time, Calipari was the one who was running things. I believe his name definitely going to come up in that too, man. Calipari had his hand in the cookie jar. It seems like he get in trouble everywhere he goes. And then what surprised me about this whole investigation too was my man Chuck Person was involved. He was one of the main ones pocketing a lot of money. That dude was getting $10,000, $20,000, and he was getting a lot, man. And it was crazy because it all started from the guy from the Dthe company getting fired from Nike and wanted to stick it to them. And that's how a lot of this stuff came in motion. Man, I read up on that article, man. It was like 30 minutes, man, and I shouldn't say where I did it at. You know what I'm saying? It's confidential, so I'm going to leave it on the low. I'll text y'all that later. But I read that whole thing, man, and it all trickled down just from, the players getting, like Jay said, man, the players getting paid like $1,200, $1,100 a week almost. They was taking care of these kids' family as far as their mom and dad, and, man, they was giving them money on a regular to make sure that they were comfortable. And it just got out of hand, from the Adidas standpoint. And they were smart because they was getting the money from the funds from Adidas. They was giving it to these kids, and they funded it back into these accounts that they had. It all got to the point where it got rough, and you already know what happened. Always a Don Roscoe in this whole situation. Dude got caught. When he got caught, he wanted to get a plea deal. He wanted to get a plea bargain. And he said, hey, listen, I give you everybody if I don't have to go under and take a lot of the heat like they did. Give me a slap on the wrist, and I will tell you whatever happened. I'm talking about this bum had microphones on him, and he's playing himself on him, so everybody will be getting caught. He's like, hey, I'll be your informant, man, as long as I don't go down. I think he's going to get 2-year probation or something like that where everybody else about to go down. And we already knew from a lot of these schools got in trouble, like these UMass, the Kentuckys, the Louisville, definitely Miami, man. A lot of them schools were getting in trouble like that. And it just really got to the point now, these are some of the schools that was the main ones brought up this investigation. But, it's going to be a lot more schools, a lot more coaches. It's about to get ugly. So the deeper they dig, the more wounds they're going to open, and it's going to be messy when it comes down to. We could have talked about this the whole damn show almost, but it's definitely really bad right now. And as far as, he's a dummy for even saying what he said. He didn't know anything, but you ain't know about the prostitution ring. because you're supposed to be disciplined enough to watch everything what's going on. You're supposed to know what's going on in your own damn program. So for him saying that, he deserves every bit of it. He deserves
that's why I called him. I didn't mean to cut you off, Hugh, but that's why I called him an idiot. Because who the hell's gonna believe that? Who's gonna believe that? Like I know Monique don't even follow basketball, college basketball like that, and she Monique knows if he a goddamn lie. He an idiot. We know you told just like this reminds me something of like how Bleacherz was. You remember Bleacherz, the movie with Shaq and Penny Hardaway them in it, or whatever. My man didn't want to do it at first, but he like, get it, go ahead. You know, they had friends of the program, and afterwards, you know, he couldn't live with himself with it. So he went out to the press and told everything. So the coaches know. They know. The only thing Rick Pitino probably said was, make sure this don't get back to me. So once it got back to him, he had to try to deny it, which made him look stupid because this is stuff, these are players that you're recruiting, sir. You know what I'm saying? So if you're recruiting the players, if you're recruiting a player to come play for you that you're going to coach, you're going to have to talk to him, right? He's going to have to come to campus and visit and talk to you, right? You're going to give him make sure you got tour guides and all that, right? So, dude, shut up. You know it's corrupt. Everything in there is corrupt in college football, basketball, too. The NCAA is even corrupt. The NCAA is corrupt. They're the biggest crooks out of everything. So,
absolutely.
All of that, the whole system is broken. Everything. So that's why when we talk about the players get paid, I'm gonna speak my mind on that when it comes to that. But just everything is broken in college sports. So yeah, Rick Pitino's an idiot.
You know, it all got started too. A lot of them got busted. I'm sorry, Mo, but a lot of them guys got busted because of that too. I found out it was more or less they damn assistant coaches who was getting in a lot of the trouble too, and then you can't trickle back to the if the assistants though. You know the damn coach, man. You got to be a dummy not to believe that.
Right, man.
Somebody whipping up some grub.
Thank you. So this is what he says that he is not named. They say that he's not named in the federal complaint, but they reported ABC News reported that in it, like you can see the document, and it says Coach 2 alleged to have played a role in funneling $100,000 to recruit names identified as Brian Bowen, and that he was talking to Dthe guy, and it was like, where you like it's in the coaching plans now. He like, I went to Miami, I'm selling my house, I love the boys and hope they win. And they asked him if he was coach too. He said, it doesn't matter if I am or not. Why don't it matter? Like that be crazy. No, that wasn't me. Like, do what you think. But out of here, you know. And then it says document in the federal investigation said Adidas executive Jim Gatto, who was arrested on Tuesday, spoke directly with Coach 2 multiple times in the days before Bowen publicly committed to Louisville. Pitino said he was discussing former Louisville player Terry Roser's sponsorship deal with Adidas in those phone calls. Oh, okay. He was talking to a man about a dog. All right, we've all done that. Like, come on, man. Then he like, I'm shocked. I didn't know this was happening. If this happens, then I agree and will work with the U.S. attorney. My dude, though, how you not gonna know? It's just like the thing at Penn State. Now you know that man pushing them boys.
Exactly.
You was probably with him. Rest in peace. But you know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. Getting your little jollies off on a little boy before you go play a game.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
That's what there's recruit with. You can get some of this old man. Like, if you come over for midnight snack, we could definitely get you in. Get you on that field.
Oh, me.
You'll be stop. You end up looking at the
I know how to behave.
Like, did any of y'all go in the back room? Like, which one? It was you, wasn't it? Like, I see how you walk. Like, yeah. I'm sorry. But yeah, he had to know. He knew.
He knows, man.
But see what they do is they send assistant coaches to the dirt because they don't want to get in trouble as a head coach. No, you get in trouble too. Worst falls, we all fall, brother. We like dominoes. Better watch out. Better make sure I don't get pushed. Because if I stumble, we all stumble. Like,
absolutely. Because I get called down, that you know you like Nino Brown.
Man.
Yeah.
Like,
taking a whole lot of people with me.
And now this executive at Adidas and got arrested. For what? Y'all can't, what? I mean, I know it's just Adidas. Y'all not know Nike or nothing.
Yeah, they were saying it was Nike, but they said it leaked that Rick Pitino's daughter worked at Adidas.
Oh.
So, yeah. So, hey. Okay.
You got her.
You ain't know that? I guess he didn't know that either.
No idea. That's crazy.
Oh,
hey, my daughter needs a job. My daughter needs a job. So,
that's what we're say. He needs to get
it.
The reporter was probably like, Mr. Pitino, did you know, what do you say about your daughter working for Adidas? She did?
Right.
She worked, what? She ain't tell. Like, she's been working there for about 7 years, sir.
Right.
Oh, really?
No, man. Take that damn stick. He a mafia dude.
Let me call her right now. Hey, man. Hey, I'm telling you. I said that, too, when they were playing Michigan in the national championship game years ago. And when Michigan was beating the hell out of Louisville in that first half, Rick Pitino pulled one of the refs to the side and talked to him. After that, all calls went against Michigan. I'm telling you, he probably told him we got the wife and kids tied up at the house. Like, I'm saying, like, he just looks like he a Goodfellas cast member, man. Like, for real.
Deny, kid.
Deny.
Then you get caught, then you're supposed to stay there.
I didn't know. That's the funniest shit in the world to me.
But
just do the Nick Nolte and just tell it. Fuck it.
He said do the Nick Nolte.
Yeah, on Bleacherz.
Oh yeah.
Like, yeah, he didn't even, like, we gave Shaq, we gave Shaq a goddamn convertible. Like, he didn't even want nothing. We gave it to him anyway. Then we bought one kid a house. Right, bought one kid a house and a car, and got his mama a job. And I said, oh my God, man. That's what Pitino needs to go ahead and do. Fuck it.
All right, so.
Hey, whoa. Hold on. Breaking. I'm sorry. Monique, you don't want to hear that. You too. I just got a Bleacher report.
Okay?
Yeah. I just got a Bleacher report that says LeVar Ball is pulling five-star center LaMelo out of high school to spend next 2 years training.
What?
I want him on our show. I'm really about to try and figure out.
He pulled him out of high school.
Yeah.
Pulled him out of high school, and he's going to train me for the next 2 years.
Wow.
I wonder what these kids' grades look like. Yes. Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
It says, it's good for Melo, LeVar said. Less distraction. He just needs to focus. The next time people will be able to see LaMelo play is next spring in travel ball. They'll have to sit back and wait. This man's retarded. And see people, he a good daddy. What he doing for his son?
Yeah.
He's a good daddy. What? 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 Are you kidding me? How are you gonna take him off for basketball? Is basketball the only thing? What if he hurt himself? But he didn't left school to be at home with mommy and daddy so he could play basketball. So now he hurt. Now what? Oh, now put this boy back in school. Let him socialize.
Hey.
That's a shame.
Don't worry about that damn pop up on my phone.
You got Bleacher Report?
Yeah, I be getting them all the time. That's why when I be sending links to y'all, it be coming from
Uh-huh.
there. And like,
Oh, yeah, you do be having the Bleacher Report. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
I wonder why it pop up. Oh well. But let's keep talking about college. It's
Okay.
Man. All right. So I'm gonna say my part real quick about this topic and just get it over with. And now I believe athletes. The question is, should college athletes be paid? I think we talked about this before, or I've talked to people about it. I think your education is your payment. When you decided to start playing football, when you was in Pop Warner, whatever little, kiddie league you played in, the risk was you go get hurt. When you decided to play in elementary, middle, or high school, you knew the possibility was you're going to get hurt. College, you playing to get an education, and you know you can get hurt. So why should you get paid? Now, I understand the pros. Y'all done made it through all of that. Y'all done made it through however many teams you done played on, and to get to this point where you get millions of dollars a game. You should get paid. This is your job. College football, you're in college to learn, and football is an add-on. Because a good school, if your grades suck, you're not going to play anyway. So I think your education and payment enough, because you get so much more out of college besides football. Or you go pay you know what I'm saying? Like, and you getting it for free. You get all this stuff that I owe $75,000 for free, and you still want to get paid. How about no? So, Hugh, think about this.
I definitely think they should get paid. If it's not a lot, just something to keep them preoccupied. Because when you look at it, a lot of these kids, and I understand totally what you're saying, and I agree with you 100% on that, Mo. But we got to look at the kids who don't make it. We got to look at the kids who had injuries to the point of where they can't play anymore, and those are the ones who I still feel like should make a little something while they're in college. Because I remember hearing from some of the players who are in the NFL, and they were saying that the younger guys in college, when they get hurt, man, that's the end of their scholarships, and they don't get nothing from it, And they really need to have an education, and at the same time, the academic scholarship really helps them out too, A lot of times it ain't really about the academics. It's more about them having a scholarship and being athletes. I just really think it's sad because for the ones who don't do bad or don't get caught doing anything, they get punished too with the guys who are doing bad. So I think it'll probably minimize it, even though
got a choice. They got a choice to play football or not play football. They know how the situation is. They know they playing to get exposure and to make the millions. But like you said, the sad thing is nobody's telling them, hey, out of the 100 players you got, maybe only 2 of y'all gonna make it. So let's think about reality.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
but I'm saying, is it fair for the NCAA to profit billions of dollars off of kids? Now,
how much money do your company make off of you?
And businesses pay their people. I get paid, not nearly what I'm worth, but I get paid. Huh?
They get paid too. They travel around the world for free. They get all these.
They don't get paid.
Free.
They don't get paid.
Okay, they living on their home.
They're working, Monique. That's what I'm saying. They're actually working, and it's an amateur sport. It's an amateur
sport. My son work every day too. Your daughter work every day. It's called going to school. That's their job. When you in school, go and do what you're supposed to do is your job.
That's a requirement.
So
it's not necessarily a job. I mean, we call it metaphorically, we call it a job, but it's a requirement for them to do. High school is equivalent. That's a requirement for them now. You know what I'm saying? To actually get a job at goddamn Burger King or something, it's a requirement to have a high school diploma. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying the colleges play a role in this too, Monique. They don't care if a kid graduates. It's rare when you see coaches say, hey, I really want this kid to get a degree. I'm about to go recruit him. Because he has great grades, so I'm going to get this kid. No, they don't do that for that. Like you said, it's a business, and I feel like they should get paid to a certain extent. Now, you see them paying the kids. They paying them now under the table. And my problem is with the NCAA.
They get paid, I'm sure.
Y'all go ahead and talk for a minute. I gotta take this call. Y'all go ahead and talk for a second. I'll be back.
Okay.
You think they should get paid?
You know what? And it's sad for me to say they should. But they should, like y'all said, it's all about going to school, getting a free ride. Because the fact is, guess what? If you wasn't a football athlete, if you didn't have the skills to pick up a ball and shoot it through that rim, or run or catch, and have defense, or play baseball, throw the ball at a certain mile per hour per pitch. There's so much that goes into these sports. And you all get scholarships to go there for free. You're not paying for anything. You get the free ride to go to school.
Like the reality,
man, hell yeah.
College books. I had one class. This motherfucker wanted us to have 5 books. Those 5 books cost like one book was like $150. We used that book 3 times. No scholarship, out of pocket, gotta get books. You know what I'm saying? And that's just one class. One class. So I had classes where one book was $300. Just one book. Not the workbook that was like $100 out of pocket.
And it's sad because when it comes to that part about the paying the kids, because let's think about it. Let's be honest, Mo. The other kids who got to go to school, most of them, if it's under an academic scholarship or because of their skills, that's what they're going for. But they're not getting paid, and they don't got their hand out like these pro athletes do. It's just the scary part. It's the thin line on how NCAA pimp these kids out. How they look forward to what these kids doing, and if they don't do it, well, then guess what? What are they saying? What have you done for me lately? They would get rid of you in a heartbeat. They wouldn't even hesitate to get rid of the kid, and to not only to get rid of the kid, but if something could happen to the kid, they really ain't paying no attention to care less what happens to them. They don't care about these kids' education. They just care about what they can do for them while they're at that school and the money that they bring and continue to go to school with. Definitely feeling you on everything you said as far as they shouldn't get paid. They should. But when I think about that, I think about that thin line, too. I think about that one thin line. And Dave's on the phone right now talking. But if you get a chance, please Google this gentleman because it broke my heart to see this. Marcus Lattimore, one of the better players who was in college. That's who I'm thinking about right now. Man, he got hurt twice. He got hurt coming back off of an injury, and he had a career-ending injury. Guess what? The 49ers ended up recruiting him or actually drafting him to go to, San Francisco. That guy couldn't make it. We knew he wasn't going to be in the NFL for long. His injury was too bad. I think they did that as solid to look out for this man.
They looked out for him.
Because,
they looked out for him.
To help him with his finances.
On October 27th, he suffered a major injury to his right knee during a game against Tennessee Volunteers.
That was terrible.
It was the worst. It was so bad.
Dislocated his right knee and tore every ligament while suffering nerve damage.
Every ligament. Yeah. Mo, I'm going to tell you, this how bad it was, Mo. It was so bad that when he tried to look up and see his knee, they put a towel over his head, and they put a towel over his knee, and they pat him on his head twice, and they said, you know what, son? You know what's best for you? You might as well just lay back down.
Oh, shit. Wait. Oh.
You saw it?
I don't know. Look, I think that was a knee pad. I'm just scared to look.
It was so nasty because it looked like his knee went the opposite direction. It looked like his knee was in the opposite direction. That's what happened.
His body did a forward flip, but his knee didn't come with it until afterwards. So
it was bad.
Man. Oh, they won't even. They couldn't see it.
Because I don't know what they said to him, Jay, but you know they said something messed up. First they put that towel over his leg, and then they put that towel over his face, and they set him on the head like, don't look. They basically was telling him that he didn't want to see it.
Oh, he did.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
Because you have to be a fool to look at that.
His leg went the opposite way of his knee. It wasn't supposed to be.
Yeah.
Oh,
let me see who I feel sorry for.
And for that, watching that and how messed up that is, again, he signed up for football. He knew the things that could happen during football. He does not deserve to be paid because he went out there and did what he wanted to do. You wanted to play football. So when you say, you know how, like, okay, look, so I went bowling. We had to sign a consent form because you could get hit in the head while you out there bowling because if everybody throwing at the same time and ball, like, it was this pregnant lady next to us. We were so scared. Like, oh, God, my sister was running to take balls from the pregnant lady because we didn't want the pregnant lady to get hurt. You know what I'm saying? You had to sign a consent, and that's just a football ticket.
Mm-hmm.
So they tell you the things that can happen to you before you play. When you grow up, if I was a boy, when I saw was at any given Sunday when our boy got hit and his eyeball popped out, I would be like, no.
where the kid want to go.
Who gonna pay me the most?
You say what? No.
Listen. Pay me the most.
But that's how it is now, though. But I'm saying you create a tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, tier 4. So you create your tiers. So everybody's on a set budget or a set salary that they get paid. That's all I'm saying. And this is not going to hurt the NCAA at all. They're not going to see it. They ain't going to even see the money gone if they pay the players. And help them out. So they can get some little Beats headphones or some dumb shit like that. Get them go get their little Xbox and take their little girlfriends out to a Red Lobster dinner or some shit like that. Where they ain't got to, you know what I'm saying? That type of stuff. But like I said, Monique, I agree with you 100%. I feel like the kids should be in there, and I feel like they should finish if they go to college, they should finish their career out in college, get their degree, and then go pro. I really feel like that because seeing guys like the Marcus Lattimores and stuff like that, Hugh and Monique, that saddens me because, like you said, the 49ers drafted him off straight sympathy. They're like, dude was amazing. We know he's not going to be the same. You know what? We're going to break him off a piece of stuff. You know, because that's so he can have some good money in his pocket because the Negro didn't get his degree. So maybe he could take some of his money, go back, get his degree, and, you know what I'm saying, live a good life or something. You know, so I think if they go there on scholarship and get a free education, they should actually get a free education and get an education. So once you sign on this dotted line, you're here. Ain't no coming out after my 3rd year, no shit like that. You stay your black ass here, get a degree, so you got something to fall back on. Now it's all about, like I said, it's all about the money. So you want to keep a player there? Pay him some of that. Give him some. Create some tiers, give him some money, and there, you're good. I bet you they'll stay their ass in college to get a degree. But most of them leave early because they need the money or they want the money. That's all I got. That conversation made me want to drink.
Yeah, because we're not defending them clowns like, oh, they should definitely get
paid. No.
But I believe if they do get a little money to take care of them, you know, I don't think a lot of these scandals, a lot of the crazy stuff that escalated to what it is right now would really be going on. Yeah. And even if it did, I think that it'll be minimized versus all this stuff coming out to light because a lot of these schools about to get exposed. Look what it's going to do to college sports, man. It's going to expose those NCAA basketball. A lot more coaches going to get dragged through this. It was already dirty things going on, like the time when we talked about it before. I know, Mo, you probably heard about this at North Carolina, the basketball, it might have been football as well. They made up fake classes.
Yeah.
Just so some of these guys can get out of school and get their credit. They probably have pop lock hip hop classes or whatnot just for these fools to pass. Stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit.
So a lot of that stuff oscillated, and this is where we're at today, you know, with all this craziness going on in college and football, just college sports, period.
Hey, Hugh, do you remember the linebacker? You remember the linebacker at Ohio State, Andy Katzenmoyer?
Yeah.
Do you remember when they found out that his classes he was taking, like he was taking golf, tennis, like all of his classes were prerequisites. Like they were nothing that he needed. Like no English, no math, no nothing. They were all fun classes.
Like how the hell you take tennis? He was an idiot. Say that to your parents. I'm doing a good job at school, Mom. I'm taking tennis. That's funny, man. And it's downright sad, but it's funny to hear, man, that the dude took tennis.
And he got some way.
That stuff is sad, man. And that's been going on in college for years. So these scandals are not nothing new to us. We've seen this coming. It's just finally starting to get to light now.
All right, y'all.
Yeah.
So we're talking about college athletes, and we're only talking about football. Colleges have a lot of athletes. So are you saying that all athletes should be paid? Because you got schools with tennis teams, golf teams, lacrosse teams, basketball, baseball, softball, volleyball. So should all athletes be paid, or are you just saying the big money making athletes? I mean, sports.
Do you want to know? Do you want to know why those sports exist? Or can you just put two and two together?
I already know. I want you to answer that question. If we're saying
those
college
sports.
athletes,
But we talked about it before, though, man.
You said college
But I'm saying,
athletes. They're athletes.
Yeah.
They play
I said, do you know why those other sports exist?
But you can't
Jay.
You can't answer a question with a question.
Okay, I'll put it like this. Football and basketball pay for the baseball team, the lacrosse team, the swimming team, the volleyball team, the damn sailing team, all of that.
So what
they
you're saying is
all of that.
only football and basketball or whatever the big sport is at the school should get paid.
Yes, they do the most. They generate the money for the university.
You don't hear about the baseball players and stuff getting in trouble in the draw.
So it's only the elite of the school athletes. The other athletes, y'all suck. Y'all ain't worth it. You don't need to be paid. Even though you got to watch game film, you got to work out, you got to go on these trips to play games, just like the football and the basketball players. But because you're a lesser sport, you don't need to get paid, even though you worked it too. Is that what you're saying?
Look how much baseball players when they graduate.
They're not on TV. They don't generate no goddamn money. A baseball ticket to a Michigan game is probably about $10. What is that paying for?
But I'm saying, you said college athletes. College athletes are all of those people that play on all of those teams. They're all college athletes. So
you're generalizing it, and I understand. I understand you're generalizing it. I mean, it makes sense.
The college football players or college basketball players get paid. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you got a lot of teams. Shit, some colleges have a bowling team. What they gonna get paid?
Yeah,
I get to your Browns a beer for the like.
Well, you want to know what? Well, you want to know what? For all the money that the basketball and college football teams do for these universities, just go ahead and break everybody up. I bet you the NCAA still have a lot of money. I bet you the university will still have tons of money. Tons. You lose a bowl game, you're still getting $5 million for losing a bowl game. Losing. The winner gets about 8. So, not even talking about what the TV generates, what the ticket sales generate, the merchandise they're selling in there, and number 3, who's being, worn by one of the athletes in the school. Like Chris Webber said it best. Hugh, you remember on the Fab 5 30 for 30? He said he would go in the Captain store, see his jersey on sale for about $80-something, and he can't even eat. He's hungry.
It's not his number though. That's what people really realize. It's not your number. It's the school's number. It is that you wear.
They're profiting off of it though.
And they're profiting off of their number.
It's a hell of a profit.
They're profiting off of him.
Player.
They're profiting off of him wearing the number.
They're players. They're making money off of their player. Like when you work in the factory, Ford is making money off of you, off the parts you make. They making money. You might get a pin. You get a pin, but they making billions.
Exactly, but I still get paid. I still get paid.
Now, would you mind if your room and board paid for? How much? Would that be nice?
Oh my God, they're not getting paid. They are not getting. That is crazy.
Agree to disagree. Let's move on. What? We don't have much show left. We got a couple of things to get to. So I think I'm going to skip this next one. We're going to talk about Michigan versus State this weekend. Go blue. Put State down. So, who you think go win? Okay.
I am going with the Wolverines. For the simple fact, are really there at home. It's a night game. Michigan plays good at night. For some reason, they don't play good at that damn 12 o'clock spot. Like, if they're at 12 o'clock, they look like they just woke up. They probably ate too much breakfast or something. Like, they don't be looking like they, you know what I'm saying, like polished like that. But, yeah, it's a rivalry game. I think our what you call it, like our depth and our talent level is superior to Michigan State. Only thing that's really going to keep them in the game early is the simple fact that it's a rivalry game and their emotions are going to be up, and you know what I'm saying, they're going to be amped for the game. So I expect a close game early, and I expect for Michigan to pull away late, like late third, fourth quarter, you know, type deal. They're going to pull away, win by 2 touchdowns, I think. They're going to be superior. They're going to show that they're more superior than Michigan State. And the Tide is turning back in our favor, thank God. Because I'm so sick of Michigan State fans talking all that bullshit about, you know, we this and we that, we good, we beat y'all last, you know, all this bullshit. And, like, since I've been watching Michigan football since '87, we've always been superior to Michigan State. That's why Mike Hart called them little brothers. You know what I'm saying? Like, they, you know, they always lost to us. They never could compete on that level. You know, we had our down years, but now, I mean, it's a different ball game. So I think I actually, like I said, I think it's going to be a hyped-up game. It's going to be a lot of adrenaline. It's going to be emotional at first, and then, you know, the talent level is going to show its rear its ugly head for Michigan. And Michigan State going to be up the creek.
But out of damn paddle. Ain't no branches in the water. Ain't nothing around. Float. Hey, let's get some predictions going on. What you think the score will be?
I got 31-17 Michigan.
All right, so here, what you think about this game, Saturday?
I think it's going to be 35-20, Michigan. And I think that's going to be the score because when the game's finally out of reach and it's going to be over, they're going to get a sympathy field goal.
And you said 35 what? 20?
20. It's going to be 17. So what it's going to be like 35 going almost to the end of the game, and then it's going to be like 35 to 17, and then they're going to get field goal.
So, what do you think? You think they got anything to give Michigan?
Like Jay said, it's going to be a close game early due to the fact that the adrenaline going to be pumping and it's going to be a rivalry game. But what I've been seeing this year, I'll tell you what I've known from just looking at Michigan State, is they have the fumbleitis and they're good at turning the ball over. They turn the ball over a little too much. Something that we don't do. We won't make those mistakes. Yeah, we will capitalize on anything they do. Whatever they try to pull, whatever they mess up, whatever they cough up the ball, we ain't giving it back. Gonna go for scores. So if, say for instance, if they get 3 turnovers, we're gonna at least get 17 points off the turnover. You know, I don't believe we'll have it to waste. We'll take full advantage if they're turning over the ball like they're normally doing. So yeah, they're gonna have to try to stop them fumbles and stop the turnovers, because they're really good at that. But if they have like some turnovers and stuff against us, no chance they'll be able to compete. It'll be a blowout early.
I think Michigan's going to win. I want to say, like,
oh yeah, Monique, bold prediction. Come on.
Man, cause I mean personal. In my head, I want to say State not gonna score, but I know they can.
Hell yeah. Go ahead, Monique.
You know, like, you know what I'm saying?
Bold
like,
prediction.
I say 35-7.
Yes.
Okay.
I swear that happened. Man. I swear, I'm actually getting a fight with a Michigan State fan because I'm gonna tease them so bad.
They better hope that don't happen.
They be so quiet. I hope that
they do.
If that happens, y'all gonna see me go in the heart of my job with my Michigan chair, man, and I'm gonna be right there in the middle of the store, in the heart of the store, taking selfies, because there's a lot of State fans there.
I come up there, I wear my Michigan shirt, my Michigan socks, my yellow pants. Let's go. Like, I even wear my cap too.
I'm gonna pull my recliner to the side, and I'm gonna have my chair that whole day for good luck. That's my good luck chair.
Man, check this. Speaking of Michigan, so yesterday this guy had on. I was at the bar, and this guy was like, he's scared of this, my girl. I'm like, why is you scared? You got on a Michigan shirt and a Michigan hat. We not scared. He like, what? I'm like, you need on a Ohio State shirt or Michigan State shirt if you scared. He like, man, you don't even know nothing about Michigan. You ain't Michigan. You just talking. What? Are you crazy? I mean, let me show you some pictures, sweetie. You see that one right there? Walk off that stage. Yeah, that's me. You a fan. I am. It's a difference, right? Oh man, my girl was like, you ain't have to cut into him like that. I said, yes, I did. She's being real disrespectful. Tell me I'm not Michigan. What? Boy, I was Michigan before you was born, youngster. Like,
little boy.
Anyway, you go blue. Down with State. Go blue. I don't know. We might have time to keep this one in. It'll be real quick. So, real quick, I say this word, rivalry game better in college or the pros? Hugh, what you think?
I think it's actually the same. It's not really no different. You know, I feel like they both come up to play. They come out to play on both sides. You know, whether it's Bills New England, Jets New England, okay? We're going to go Chicago Bears, you know, Green Bay. Green Bay, Detroit. Green Bay, Minnesota. Detroit, Minnesota. Whatever it is, you could go Michigan State, Ohio State, Michigan State. Whatever the game may be, they always rise to the occasion. And some of my favorites, Florida State, Alabama, Auburn. Those games, whatever it is, whether it's college or the pros, they always come to play. I love it about those games. I don't care if you're the worst team. You can win a measly 3 games. If you play against that team, most times that's your championship game. They put that on the calendar. They're ready for it. So that's what I'm liking about the rivalry games. No matter where it is, they always show up. Sometimes when the adrenaline wear off, they don't look too good. But at the same time, though, the rivalry games always bring the best out of any team. And it doesn't really matter to me which one it is. Is it college or if it's the NFL? I still feel like the stage is that high. Sometimes when you look at it, though, I would have to probably pull forward a little bit more to college, because when it comes to college, it's like they're a little bit more aggressive. It's like the bar is that high. Definitely when you on the main stage. Sometimes I feel like the NFL dudes get a little too, what can I say, full of themselves. They get to the point where they're too relaxed, they get too comfortable. But when it comes to the college guys, they're always going at it. They're on that big stage,
why?
and that's time for them to show their talent.
Because they playing for a check. They trying to get there so they can get a check. NFL already got checks. They like, shit, I got a job tomorrow.
Absolutely. We found out them college dudes getting $1,500 under the table, though.
Right. But that's not $15 million.
You ain't lying. Shit. It's a total difference.
I get some money. Be aggressive, guys. Be aggressive. Yeah. Jay, what you think?
Make this short and sweet. Rivalry games in college are better, and this is the reason why. The pageantry of it, because the fans are different. Like the fan atmosphere is very underrated in sport. Like when you see the fans really participating in stuff and creating a whole atmosphere and just a whole aura about, a stadium or whatever. Just imagine, like I said, Ohio State coming to Michigan at night. You know what I'm saying, to play. Like the fans will just be ecstatic. You know what I'm saying? So it'll be different from like a Lions playing the Green Bay or a Broncos Raiders game or a Giants and Eagles or Dallas and, New York or something like that, So I think it's the pageantry the fans here, that type of stuff. Because the NFL fans aren't really, a lot of those fans are older. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, they're not going to create a section full of 50-year-old ass men just acting a damn fool. You know what I'm saying? Only time you really see that is Raider Nation. That's it. Like the only time you see that. Raiders dress up like they ain't got no sense. Raider fans, and they, cheer and act the damn fool. But other than that, I'm saying they don't create the atmosphere like a college game would. I remember back when I went to the University of Michigan to watch the national championship game on TV, the basketball wise. But you could have thought the game was there, the way the fans were acting. They still had their cheers and stuff they did, and they had the waves going on. They had a beach ball going around, and it was fun. So, I mean, just the whole atmosphere of that, and then just put against somebody that you hate and despise as a rival, like, yeah, it's on the pop. So, yeah, college definitely.
I see where it's like at first I was like, it don't matter, but that is true to an extent. Cause there's some Caucasians out here that tailgate and they be old and they get more hurt than the young ones. Cause they be hurt. You hear me? Go down to Eastern Market.
Not in the stadium.
For a Lions game. But I do think that the hype, the factor, the youth factor does play something into it. You got more younger people watching college. I think also college games are, like I said, they trying to get the big check. Now they do got this little under the table thing going on with Pitino, but they want some real money. So they got number one, they playing for their school and the reputation, and they trying to play for these recruits to see in the big game I can show up and show out. So give me my $15 million. So I guess I can say that college rivalries are good. While I do like I said at the beginning of the show, I love me a good Green Bay Detroit game and a Michigan versus State or Ohio State game. I can live for those, but yeah, I have to go with college. Yeah. Look at that, Jay. We didn't agree. We have marked this in the calendar.
No, that's go. We all think the college go just because of the competitiveness of it,
Yeah, there's a pageantry and a lot of those been going back from like the early 1900s. Like a lot of them rivalries, man. Like you think about the rivalries in those games. A lot of those have history. Like a story to tell,
right?
Like with the Michigan and Minnesota, they paid for the Little Brown Jug, and there was actually a water jug from University of Michigan. And they brought it over to Minnesota. They left it, and Minnesota said, "We're not giving y'all that. Y'all got to play us for it." And that's it. So it's just, what I'm saying, like that. Like it's just. Like how we guys play off for our water jug, like, so those type of rivalries, man, it means something.
So we gonna get to our last topic. It kind of upset me because I had just changed the channel from the game and was chilling, and I go on Facebook and everybody like, oh man, he hit him too hard. Why he hit him like that? Now, y'all say his name is Danny what? Nah, I want to try to get it right. Him. And he hit Davante Adams helmet to helmet. Hard, too.
Hard.
He got the nerve to say, it wasn't intentional. I didn't mean to hit him. I was just doing my job. And I shouldn't be hit. I shouldn't be suspended. Like, oh, really? So, but they called for it. I'm on Green Bay Packers fan on Facebook. Everything I saw, as soon as I was on Facebook, it wasn't nothing but Green Bay Packers. Everything, just from this group and people that I didn't know were fans that are my friends. That's like, nah, man, did you see that hit? Like, what does he do? Like, what? Why he not suspended? Why is this? Why is that? So he did get suspended, but. Do you guys agree with him that he shouldn't have been suspended, or that they did the right thing by suspending him for the 2 games? I think it should be for more, but say what you think.
Hell no, I don't agree with him. He's an idiot too. This is an idiot show. He should be with goddamn Rick Pitino over there.
Right. He probably paid him on the table. That's
right. In the idiot pool, because you say I didn't try to do that and all this. Now, it would have been different. To be totally honest, it would have been different if everything was copacetic throughout the game. But when Green Bay started whooping on their ass, Chicago got upset. They were mad. They were being chippy. They were out there, you know what I'm saying, doing extra stuff at the plays, all this stuff. So this was actually a play where Green Bay was driving. They were down in almost the red zone. Davante Adams caught the ball and was fighting for more yards. Dude was like, forget it, I'm about to get him down. And clearly led with his helmet and hit dude in the head like that. To me, I agree with you, Monique. To me, I would have gave him about 6.
You're right.
Because that was blatant. It is no, to me, there is no room for that type of stuff in sports. I know people get upset about stuff, but you still have to conduct yourself as a consummate professional with that. Right. You know what I'm saying? Then y'all are all brothers in a way. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you may be rivals or the competition or whatever, but in a way y'all still brothers. You know what I'm saying? Y'all union right. brothers. Y'all still want everybody to get off that field healthy to go home to their families. And that was just wrong. That was wrong. That was disgusting to me. Like when I saw the hit, I was like, dude, like that's disgusting. And I love old school football. I love big hit and head rockers. But that was super blatant. And then not only did he hurt Davante Adams like that, he could have hurt himself. Idiot. He could have hurt himself. He could have paralyzed himself. So, yeah, I would have gave him way more games. He needs to shut up and take this 2-game suspension and be humble and thankful that it's not more.
Yeah, that was. Hugh, what do you think? You think
I
he
agree
was right?
with Jay on that. He definitely should have got at least 5 games minimum, if anything. And he should have had to cost up at least $1.5 million. That's what I would think.
Right.
Because no room for stupidity in something that blatant in football. Because regardless of the fact, we like to see guys get big hits, and we like to see guys get punished for trying to make a play. But at the end of the day, when it all comes down to it, like they said, Davante Adams, I don't know too much about him, but he got a family, he got a mom and dad, maybe a wife and kids at home. Come on now. Why would you put anybody's family through that, And why would you put that man through that, and then you could have got hurt to the point where you hit him wrong and you got paralyzed?
Right.
Anything could have happened. Just didn't really think he was really putting, and back to the point where he himself and Davante Adams were dangerous. I just really felt like that was uncalled for, and Trevathan ought to be ashamed of himself. Like they said, they got real chippy. I was hearing them talk a lot of trash. They were getting upset, but it was because of you guys making bad cues. If they handled the ball correctly, was it like 2 fumbles on kick returns?
Yeah.
It was all types of pathetic stuff that they were doing that they should have did better in that game. Special teams, offense, and defense look trash. And I'm definitely feeling like right now, it's definitely. Oh, what you say?
I was saying, I had said the Bears was out there playing like Teddy Graham.
Think about it, man. The dudes were sick when they was getting stomped like that, man, and they had to retaliate. Some of them retaliate because they were embarrassed. But at the same time, now I'm seeing, and a lot of that I definitely blame on the special teams and just them, period. But then Mike Glennon has to get fit, man. I definitely know Trubisky should be started next week. Man.
He did. They announced it. They announced it today. Trubisky starting next game.
Because that guy's downright terrible. Trubisky definitely deserves it. Glennon, for him to make all that money to come out there and don't show up, man, you got to be ashamed of himself. What the hell wrong with him, man?
Yeah, I think.
And before we go off the air, we got to give our players of the week. We can't really
90 seconds.
The week 4 right now, but whatever. The Patriots lost. I'm pissed anyway, so whatever. I'm not going to talk about the NFL this week. So I just those players of the week. That's it.
Yeah, that defense let my dude down, man. He pulled a rabbit out of a hat. Damn, he played magnificent in that fourth quarter.
So who is the player?
60 seconds.
What? Matt Stafford?
Hell no.
No. I'm going with A.A. and I definitely have to go with Buffalo defense. Shit, they playing lights out right now. I think they're not the number 1 defense right now in the league.
Yeah.
And they should have played like this under Rex Ryan. They playing way better without Rex Ryan. And that team right now is a scary team, and it's fun to watch. Yeah, I'm going to go A.A. Ron as my quarterback, and then I'm going to definitely go with the Buffalo Bills defense. But you know what? My sleeper team goal is the Los Angeles Rams. Damn, man, them guys, man, for them to be playing the way they playing, I just thought
10 seconds.
Come back and beat the Cowboys, man. That was huge.
All right, Jay, let's do it. We got like seconds left.
I'm going Deshaun Watson. 5 total touchdowns. Ass whooping on the Titans, 57-14. And I'm going with Buffalo defense as well. So, for my players.
I didn't know we had to have players of the week. So I'm going to go with, what you call him? A.A. Rod. I'm going to go with him.
A.A. Rod.
And I'm going to go with...
Rodgers.
I'm going with these nuts. So, I think that's stupid, right?
Well, you know, man. There's wrong with you, crazy woman.
They gotta be real people. No, what's his name? Jordan. I can't think of that name. He played for Green Bay. Pretty good game. So my player's always gonna be on Green Bay, unless the Patriots.
Well, you don't have no player of the week then. Yeah,
no, I can because I like the Steelers and I like the Patriots. So on that note. Go, Pack, go. Everybody have a great week. We will all be back with you next Monday from 6 to 8 on E-Block Radio. Check us out Beyond the Bleachers. So, for me, Jay, and Hugh.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.